no, now I forgot what I was saying. Okay. So today's video is going to be about how to make your outfits more modest. Now as a disclaimer, as a little disclaimer at the beginning, I know like the most modest outfit you can get is an abaya, and I'm wearing one right now from Nelly and Cad, and this hijab, and this abaya is just amazing. It's like really loose but really comfortable, really modest. But for some people it's difficult to wear an abaya every day. Now my mum does it, but my mum's lifestyle and my lifestyle are very different, and it's hard for me, and eventually I'd like to, but for a lot of us we need to transition into that. And compare what I wear now to what I did a few years ago when I didn't wear the hijab. It's a big difference, and I guess it's about all of us transitioning to become more modest. I don't really know how to start this video because there's a lot to cover, so I'm going to try and cover whatever I can and give you whatever tips I have really. The whole point of this video was to not say, oh, you need to go buy this and you need to go buy that. It was essentially for you to utilise whatever you have in your wardrobe to make your outfits more modest. That being said, I am going to start with like some staple items that I think, as a woman who wants to wear more modest clothes and who wears a hijab, what you should have in your wardrobe. So the first one will be an abaya or a maxi dress, a black maxi dress, and the reason for that is because they are so easy to style. If you have a loose maxi dress, you can wear any hijab and any jacket with it, and that's it, you're good to go. It's the quickest thing for you to put on, and it is the most modest as well. So obviously moving on from that would be skirts. At least try and have at least one staple skirt in your wardrobe, maybe a black skirt or a brown skirt that you can pair with different tops, and that way you can still use your old top half garments and wear them with the skirt. That's my friend. Thirdly, I would say long sleeves tops. So try and I've got one on under here, even though I've got a full sleeve abaya one, I've got one on under here, and it's like a black long sleeve top and a white long sleeve top. You can pick them up from Primark for a few quid. I wouldn't recommend just wearing those because they're tight and they will show off your whole chest area, and it took me a few months before I realised how bad that looked with the hijab. But they're really great because you can wear them underneath stuff, and they're full sleeve, so they cover everything. So essentially, say you've got a sleeveless dress or a maxi dress that you want to wear, if you pair that with the top, then you don't need to get rid of that item from your wardrobe, and you only need to spend a couple of quid to get something that you can wear underneath it, and then you're fully covered as well. One thing I would recommend for tops is always going the size up, the next size up, because it will still have, essentially you don't want to look like you're wearing mum's clothes. You do still want your clothes to have some sort of shape but not be figure hugging, and by going the next size up, that's always the best thing to do, so that they have shape, they don't show your shape, if that makes sense. And blouses are a really good option. I have quite a few because of work, but I kind of have started wearing them when I'm not at work, just because they give you more coverage. They tend to be more loose as well, and they look really nice paired with skirts. The other thing with blouses is you can just wear like a loose vest up underneath, and leave the shirt or the blouse open, and then just wear a skirt underneath, and you've got that coverage and that extra layer on the outfit as well. That being said, I'm going to have a lookbook. I bought a long white shirt from Primark that you saw in my haul, and if you haven't seen the haul, I'll link it below, but I'm going to have a lookbook with that as well. I don't know if it's going to be up before this video or after, but either way I'll link it below eventually, so you can see that and you can see a few ways to style an oversized shirt. But essentially you don't need like a million and one things in your wardrobe, you just need a few basic staple items so that you can style everything around those. The other two items that I would recommend are long cardigans, one item, but I would say like get a black one and a white one. I've got long black jumper, cardigan, not jumper, cardigan. But the material is quite stretchy, so it does stick. I recently picked up some like duster coats from Primark. They're both long as well, and they're really great because you can chuck them on top. I find that when my back and my bum is covered, I feel like the outfit's more modest. So a lot of people say to me, you shouldn't really be wearing jeans, but I will wear jeans and I'll try and wear a top at the front that covers me like, somewhere between my waist and my knee, so I've got some leg coverage at the front, and then I'll stick on a jacket or a cardi that's long so that I've got a lot of coverage at the back. And I find that, it's still skinny jeans, and you can still see the bottom part of my leg, but I'm still wearing something that I feel comfortable in, but that still works with my hijab. You have to draw the line between being covered and being modest. You know, you could essentially wear something made out of lycra and you'll be covered, but it wouldn't really be modest. And that's for you to judge. It's a balance of what you feel comfortable in and what looks right with your hijab. You know, there's been loads of times where I put together an outfit and I think, oh my god, that looks so nice, like skinny jeans and heels and something, and then I put it on and I'm like, when I've got my hijab on, I'm like, no, it's too tarty, or it's not right with the hijab. And essentially when you go out, you'll draw more attention to yourself, which defeats the whole purpose of wearing this. And you know, I think it's something, especially if you're new to wearing hijab, it's not something that you will learn straight away. It took me a while, and it took a lot of people saying to me like, you shouldn't be wearing that, or actually that's too tight, for me to realise. And even then I didn't, because that's what I felt comfortable in, that's what I wanted to wear. But it's about continually educating yourself and looking for ways that you can adapt outfits or adapt your taste so that it is more modest. In terms of jeans, people say different things. A lot of people say, oh no, jeans aren't modest, and I guess skinny jeans, especially if you've got big thighs, are not. But I see a lot of people wearing leggings, and I find that jeans are more modest than leggings. And especially if the majority of your legs are covered, or you're covered until your knee and it's just the lower part of your leg, then I don't really see an issue with that. Maybe I'll change my mind in 6 months time when it gets time and I think no, jeans are a no-no. But for me right now, I don't think it's that big of a deal, especially because they're comfortable and you can let them up and you can pair them with other things. It's about having things in moderation, so it's not that you can't wear certain things, it's wearing certain things with other things so that overall your outfit is more modest. If you wanted to wear, you know, if a lot of the things in your wardrobe at the moment are waist length, so that they're not giving you bum coverage or proper leg, full leg coverage, front leg or back leg coverage, then buy skirts that are loose so that you can wear that blouse or that t-shirt or that top that is waist length, and then you can always wear a long sleeve top underneath or a cardigan on top. So I used to have a lot of short dresses that I would wear with like tight black trousers before I started wearing the hijab, and I didn't really know what to do with them when I started wearing the hijab. But essentially what you can do is, if you've got a sleeveless or a short sleeved dress that you want to wear, buy a pair of tailored black trousers, and you can pair it with the tailored black trousers, and it does actually look really nice. That's what I wear my dresses with now, and they just stick on a long cardi, and that way you haven't had to get rid of those 5 or 6 dresses or however many dresses you have. Yeah, you have to go out and buy an additional 2 things, but essentially you're utilising whatever you've got in your wardrobe at the moment. The tailored trousers mean that you've got more leg coverage, and unlike leggings or tight black trousers, they're not stuck to your legs. I do still sometimes wear my tight black trousers, just because I feel more comfortable in them, but I will pair them with a long cardi so that essentially they're covered from the back, and I will make sure that the dress is at least knee length so that it's only the lower part of my leg that is showing. And what else I'm going to do? I'm going to do a blog post on like items that I think are staples. So like I mentioned, the maxi dresses, the long cardis on dustin tops, the long sleeve tops, the oversized shirts. I will find loads of different ones for you on the internet, and I'll do a blog post and I'll link that below so that you can see everything in that. My mind has gone blank. I had loads of things to say and I can't remember any of them now. But if you guys have got any questions, obviously you can leave them down below. If there's any other videos that you want to see, then let me know and I will film them, inshallah. Lookbook that I mentioned will hopefully be up next week, and I'll see you all soon.